hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Hit dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with Tom Brady and the defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Time. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Oh, ladies. Here we go.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Throwing on second down, Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Patriots take over. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Wait, that. Turn 80. Coming in. Jugger. 57's the mic. Rock 57. Hey, seam 6. 11-3. He's checking. Crash. Rip. Check Mike 57. Gold 50.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
25. Check 25.
Now Brady. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Brady. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Here's Bell. Devin McCourty brings him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Switch. Check.
On second down now, it's Bell. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Coming for you. 58, boys.
Play action. It's Darnold. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check 3. 80 weapon. Oh, 80. Over. Hey, Haywood.
So that'll back him up 5. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They begin with Michelle on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Check 4. Hey, Alabama.
On second down, Michelle. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with third and just a couple. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Fielded just inside the 20. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. On second down, it's Bell. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. First down, and it's Pollard again. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Here goes Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch. Check back.
Bell evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
72.
Throwing again. Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. third down. Brady. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
54. Mike's 54. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
On second down now, it's Bell. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Jamie Collins, formerly of the Browns, in on the tackle. The Jets on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. On third down, it's Pollard, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. And he's got the hook up to Landry. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
Here's Pollard. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Mike's 5-4. It's a party now.
On second down, it's Bell, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
You better be, Orbit. You better be afraid of me. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back. Check it. Check. Watch it. Check it, too.
Brady gives to Michelle. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Ozzy! Go! Easy.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Brady. That's caught by the tight end Lacoste. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. It's caught. This is White. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Brady. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
We're on side. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. We own them.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Hey, Alpha! Mike 54! Wild Bill! Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Check right 54. Right 54. Woo-hoo! Man, 80. Hey, wahoo! Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You can't block me. You can't block me. Man, 80.
On first down, it's Darnold. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Landry, the intended target. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, you know, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10.
Slam. Hey, check it. Hey, check 24. Hey, check it.
They start the second half with Michel on the ground. He was brought down by Brandon Copeland. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
57's the mic. Watch it. Go Bandit. It's out of time. 72.
Again, it's Michel. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
57's the mic. 56, 66.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Show alert. Switch. Check. Alert.
On second down now, Michel. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. On third down, Michel. Well, the ball is out. Michel lost it, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Good job.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, this secondary's done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter with his man or his zone. Deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it's third down.
Wait, 20. Check, block 54, block 54. Hey, Alabama. Mike 5-4. Hey, Charlie. Hey, go 66.
From the gun, it's Brady. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's got White here. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Hey, box truck. We got 4. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Again, it's Brady. That's complete to White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. With James White, you know that he can catch the football. He was 3rd in the NFL amongst running backs last year with 87 catches. And as we've seen, sometimes they come in bunches. Super Bowl 51, he had 14 grabs, including the winning score. Last year in the divisional round versus the Chargers, 15 receptions for White. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Brady now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Brady. He's got Lacoste, his tight end. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 26 and a first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, they'll throw with Brady toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Brady to throw again. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Go 50.
And they will run it with Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and that'll make our score 14-7. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike. Red 80. 58, boys, 58. 58, 58.
Back to throw, Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Check it, reload. Hey, Alabama.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got his man. That's Harry. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. A wide receiver was a big need for the Patriots coming into the season, and they found something they really liked in N'Keal Harry. They took the 21-year-old with a final pick in the 1st round, and it's actually kind of interesting. Since 2000, the Patriots were the only team to not draft a receiver in the 1st round until nabbing Harry just before the order rolled over to round 2. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Hey, switch gears.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Tom Brady needing a 4th quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years. But if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the 4th quarter like they are now. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
New England on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 17.
Check it.
Now Brady again. It's complete. James White. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Bravo. They're running it.
Shotgun now for Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Check, check 43. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Go Bandit.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. New England on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Brady. And able to find Dorsett. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Crunch down, defense. You go tight. Alert! You got tight right there. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Hey, orbit. Sugar, sugar. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. It's a party now. 72.
Into the red zone. It's Brady. Throw left side, reeled in by Lacoste. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Brady deferring to White on the draw. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. Brady going to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way. You're
right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Hey, zoom. Bang, bang. Young lady. Bang, bang.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, watch delay. Kill, 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 kill. Watch your touch.
Running the jet sweep, Landry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On second down, Pollard. Kyle Van Noy, the Pats' leading tackler in their Super Bowl run, in on the stop. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Let's go, baby. Watch twist. Watch twist. Joe 80. Watch twist. Watch the twist. Watch the ship. Watch Joe 80. Watch the ship. Watch the move. Mike 5-4.
On third down, here's Bell. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. With it is Brown. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford, there for the stop. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Steve McClendon, credit him for the sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And they're going to get to him. That is going to be a safety. Tom Brady taken down to the end zone. What a gut punch. That should be the nail in the coffin with those 2 points, making this a 2-score game now with time, Charles, clearly not on their side.
Yeah, they'd have to give the football away as well. Had a chance. Yeah, it was a small chance to get down the field, but guess what? This one's now just about over.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Chris Herndon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Darnold now to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
From the 29, Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Jets,